Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca and it is time today for tip and trick number 56. Now you are forgiven for thinking this may be a whip and waffle, but it's not. This is my current project and I do have AB diamonds in it, so it's perfect to show you my tip and trick. So I am going to zoom you in a little bit. We are working on this bright red symbol here. I have done some of this under this cover paper, but I've got no ABs left in it. So I've just peeled off a little bit of my next section. So as you may know, AB diamonds, you can use your pen, your standard pen with waxing that you get in the kits. So the pink, blue, purple type wax, and it will do AB diamonds as well as non-ABs. However, if you use, it can get a little bit bunged up, but if you use something like I do, like glue dots, so I use glue dots in my pens, it can be a bit too sticky for the AB coating that you get on your diamonds. So when it's a shiny coating, it will actually pull that shiny coating off a little bit and will stick to your pen too much. So the normal go-to is an AB or a pickup type pen with wax on the end. So this is a pink pen with wax on the end. These are the pickup pens that we sell in our shop with wax tips. This is the black one. We have it in white, pink, blue, all the rest. And they are my go-to for AB diamonds. I still absolutely love them. However, if you don't happen to have those on hand, maybe you're just a beginner, you're picking and choosing what bits you're adding to your inventory of things, you know, you're trying it out, but you do have AB diamonds and you found that they are, you know, your pen wax isn't lasting as long, things aren't sticking as nice, maybe you've graduated to glue dots and therefore you need something for your ABs. You could potentially raid the junk drawer, the kids' craft drawer, whatever. This was something that was suggested to me by somebody else, that crayons can work. Now I have given this a go once. I don't know whether it's my diamonds or not. They do pick them up. So as you can see, I have just picked up a round diamond and managed to place it down. And they're very light on picking it up. They're a little bit harder than the wax you find in the pickup pens, so you can nudge them a little bit more, place them where you want. But as you may have seen when I did that when I picked up the second diamond, it dropped off the pen. I have found that on occasion they do drop off the end of the crayon as I'm going to move it into place. So I still personally find the pickup pen my favourite. However, the wax crayons do work. As you can see, I've just been placing all the rest of these and I only had that second one that fell off. I do work on an angle on this normally on my drafting table. So whether it's because I'm going potentially a longer distance, I lost a few a little bit more my first go, but I did also use the same crayon my first go, so maybe it just needs a little bit more time to, I don't know, whether it softens a little bit. See, we've just had another one that's dropped off the end of the crayon, so I just pop it back into my tray and go for another one. Now, as I say, it could be the AB diamonds that I'm using, because I've only ever tested it on this same one. But I can see the benefit to wax crayons. So, for example, I could get out, that's an orange. I'm like, I could get out a red if I could actually pick up a red. That's red violet, that would do. So I could pick up a red crayon for my red ones. And therefore, if I do have any coating or residue from the wax crayon that gets caught on it, like I've just done there, especially when I'm sort of moving it over, it will match, which is always nice. So I won't end up with potentially white bits on top of my ABs. I could end up with red on the top of my ABs instead. Yeah, you've got a few, you know, different options of things you could do with a box of wax crayons that are often, you know, quite cheap to pick up as well. You could potentially pick it up with your local shopping if you've not got some already in your own stash, you know, your kids' drawers. But yeah, there is definitely the potential for crayons to be just as easy to use as a pick-up pen. So I thought it was a good thing to pass on, say, especially if you're new to the craft, or maybe it's just because, you know, you have these on hand, so you would much prefer to use a crayon than, you know, spend money on an additional tool to be able to place ABs, and maybe spend your money on something else, pretty pens or something instead. But crayons do work to pick up AB diamonds and allow you to place them onto your diamond painting. It will pick up a little bit of the AB coating over time. There is a little bit on the white. I can see just a little bit of shine, but it only picks up the same amount as these do. I can see a little bit of shine on the wax on this as well. And I'm talking like the fraction, you know, you just put it in a different light and you see the iridescent coating, but nowhere near enough to take it off any of the diamonds themselves. Whereas the glue dot can sometimes pull the coating off a little bit, or you just can't get the diamond to get off the end of the pen. The only thing I would say to be wary of, which I just noticed when my white one was here, is crayons are coated in paper. So try not to get the paper on your diamond painting, because if you lay your crayon down and potentially pressed on it, you know, depending on how you're working, or if it was sat there for a bit, or if your glue's extra sticky. This one's not too bad, but some diamond paintings have really, really sticky glue. You could potentially catch the paper from your crayon on your diamond painting, and then you would have paper stuck to your diamond painting, which is a whole different ballgame. It's fixable, but it's annoying. So anyway, there is my tip and trick number 56. Thank you so much to one of my subscribers. Unfortunately, I can't remember who, otherwise I would give them the credit. But it has been mentioned by a couple of people in my Whip and Waffles that wax crayons work, and for some reason I didn't have any in my house. But I was very happy to spend the grand sum of, I can't remember if it was £2 or £3, it wasn't a lot, for 24 crayons to give this a go. And who knows, maybe I will use them more in the future. They do sit in my drafting table drawer, so if I ever manage to misplace one of these, I will definitely have one that I can grab, and I can colour coordinate if I wish. So, you know, I'm all for making things pretty. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.